I know who you are, what you are, and why you have come.
The brunette has had a beautiful history.
Take a little, then a little more, until finally you have it all.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hottest iconic brunettes.
You don't know what it feels like to be in the arms of a man and know that you could buy him up 20 times over.
For this list, we've looked throughout the history of celebrity and put together the prettiest lineup possible.
Just one look, and I felt so hard.
There are no criteria limitations in terms of career path. As long as the lady has brown hair, she's in with a chance.
We both know what kind of a girl I've been. We both know what I've been.
No, I don't want to hear about it.
Mama, you have to.
Number 10, Ava Gardner.
You know English very well, don't you?
We open with an audacious femme fatale actress who led a life as interesting as her good looks were enticing.
Darling, I love you. I can't help myself. But I know it's no good.
Ava Gardner made a name for herself in 1946 with The Killers.
More I know of love.
And would go on to Oscar nominations in 1953 for Mogambo.
When a body meets a body coming through their eyes.
In her private life, Gardner led a series of marriages, relationships, and close personal friendships with many of the most famous men of the era.
Look, Buster, don't you get overstimulated with me. I'm the little gal that flew all the way from New York to this lousy place, this dark continent.
Mickey Rooney, Frank Sinatra, Howard Hughes, and Ernest Hemingway were all captivated. And it's easy to see why.
I think it's the most beautiful woman I've seen in years.
Number 9, Ally MacGraw.
I'm a girl. And I'm good, right?
Another actress with talent to match her attractiveness, Ally MacGraw came to fame in 1970 when she was an Oscar nominee and Golden Globe winner for her role opposite Ryan O'Neal in Love Story.
Jenny, I'm sorry.
Don't. Love means never having to say you're sorry.
A woman whom audiences would all like to romance, MacGraw was the main draw to many a movie of the following few decades.
Just keep that up, Doc, and it won't matter how far we get away.
Her long, dark hair was often worn parted down the middle, but her looks in general definitely didn't divide opinion. Everyone thought she was hot.
Really?
Let me make you feel good, Doctor.
Number 8, Vivien Leigh.
Oh, yes, you is. You's going to eat every mouthful of this.
Oh, I'm not.
As Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind, Vivien Leigh ensured an iconic status that will never be lost. And as Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire, she doubled her Best Actress Oscar haul for good measure.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Well, they told me to take a streetcar named Desire.
For all her fine acting, however, she was fantastically fine-looking as well.
You must be Stanley. I'm Blanche.
A Southern belle to behold, Leigh had eyes that were impossible to look away from. And for her promotional pictures, she was able to capture a look of longing which had fans all longing for her.
I only know that I love you.
That's your misfortune.
Number 7, Jane Seymour.
You have found yourself.
An international movie star of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and even within the 21st century.
Get out of my way.
Jane Seymour has led an exceptional career. And what's perhaps even more impressive, particularly in relation to today's countdown, is that she's still turning heads.
Enjoy the party.
In 2005's Wedding Crashers, she all but stole the show as Kitty Cat Cleary.
Call me Cat.
Okay, Cat.
Call me Kitty Cat.
An older generation will most remember her as Bond girl Solitaire in Live and Let Die, however, or as Kathy Ames in East of Eden.
My name is Catherine Amesbury. I'd like to come in.
She was and is the picture of paradise.
James, what are you doing?
Just testing an old adage. Unlucky at cards.
Number 6. Whitney Houston.
That's it?
Yeah.
A woman who, in 2009, was recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most awarded female act of all time. Whitney Houston had a habit of winning things and wowing us with good looks as she did so.
Because the greatest love of all is happening to me.
An icon and then some. She broke all sorts of sales records during her career and is still one of the best-selling artists ever. Whitney starred in the 1992 movie The Bodyguard as well. And we've got to agree with, though we won't try to sing that film's famous soundtrack, because we will always love her.
And I will always love you.
Number 5. Brooke Shields.
Shut up! Thank you.
A child star turned adult actress. Brooke Shields flitted in and out of show business during the 80s, but she was ever present in all things attractive.
You want to know what comes between me and my Calvins? Nothing.
A brunette who took a break from acting in order to attend Princeton University. Upon graduating, she grabbed attention for more than just her degree in French literature.
Don't mind me asking, but why, your work, what do you,
After 4 years of Princeton, my professor suggested I seek higher goals.
An intelligent person, undoubtedly, Shields was also absurdly pretty.
So that's what happened to me. I've been Calvinized.
She had a face for the film reel, and for a time was the beauty of Broadway. What a babe.
You're always staring at my puppies.
Only 'cause they look so funny. You know what you look like now, Em? You look like one of those pictures Patty had in his drawer. One of his hoochie-coochie girls.
I do not.
Hoochie-coochie!
Number 4. Natalie Wood.
You live here, don't you?
Who lives?
Another teen star turned all-out international celebrity. Natalie Wood was a woman we'd all like to have met.
What's that?
Oh, that's a new disease.
Her long brown hair became a regular feature of many a well-received movie in the 60s and 70s, as this hottie had to her name 3 Academy Award nominations.
Dina, you're a nice girl.
I'm not a nice girl.
In Splendor in the Grass, Wood plays Deanie, a character trying to find her way in life and love.
Well, when we're young, we look at things very idealistically, I guess.
On screen, she was unsure. Off screen, we were all absolutely certain. Here was a gal worth going the extra mile for.
Now lie down.
I'm all right.
Now.
All right.
Stop that.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Number 3. Sophia Loren.
Money's power, money's security, money's freedom.
Stepping onto the podium, Sophia Loren brings style and sophistication to the party in a way that no one else can.
I wish to make a man happy.
This Italian-French film star first fell into international attention after her role in the gritty drama Two Women.
Those Germans aren't so bad after all. No, Mama.
But is also well known for appearing alongside Charlton Heston in El Cid and Peter Sellers in The Millionaires.
Will I live?
Probably forever.
With an appealingly edgy look, but not quite in the same way as the rest of Hollywood, which was a good thing. She had good looks that got remembered.
After all, Adrian, I am made of flesh and blood.
Yes, you are. You certainly are.
Number 2. Cindy Crawford.
I know you've been looking out for me, and somewhere in there I forgot to say thanks.
Sometimes a standard model can't quite make the cut to be a supermodel. But in our runner-up's case, she all but invented the latter term.
It's beautiful.
Cindy Crawford dominated the magazine aisle in the late 80s and 90s, featuring on a variety of covers many times over. The likes of Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, Elle, and Allure were clamoring for the latest Crawford photo shoots. And is it any wonder? trademark beauty spot and all. She's credited with converting mainstream culture from the bubbly blonde to the sultry brunette. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Charlie, what are you, out of your mind?
You alone?
Of course I'm alone, Montpola.
And remember, it is 1964, still someplace between the traditions of the past and the independence of the future.
Number 1. Audrey Hepburn.
Gracious! Do you think she's handsomely paid?
She's one of the most iconic people of the 20th century. She's one of the most beautiful, and she's brunette. Quite clearly, she's a very deserving winner of today's countdown.
I'm like Cat here. We're a couple of no-name slobs. We belong to nobody, and nobody belongs to us. We don't even belong to each other.
In fact, Audrey Hepburn is often described as one of, if not the, most beautiful woman that ever lived. Whether she's longing for breakfast at Tiffany's, partaking in a Roman holiday, or leading us on a charade.
Don't you think you could pretend just for a moment that I'm a woman?
Now listen, I could already be arrested for transporting a minor above the first floor.
Hepburn is the fairest of fair ladies.
Come on, Dover! Move your blooming ass! Was I?
She set the brunette bar, and she's never likely to be bettered.
Good night.
Do you agree with our list?
No.
Well, I'll swear. I didn't think you'd do a thing like that.
Which iconic brunette is your favorite?
I am worshipped by millions who believe it. You are not to confuse what I am with the so-called divine origin that every Roman general seems to acquire together with his shield.
For more beautiful top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
After all, you wouldn't want anyone to just walk in on us, would you?